You try to get the parties in a room and shut the door and go at it and exchange blows and do whatever you're going to do. And when you walk back out that door, it's over. I mean, that's the way things were always handled, always. But again, Chris, I don't think that's Tony's Khan style of management. I think Tony wants peace. He wants everybody to get along and everybody to like each other. You're not going to have that in professional wrestling, man.
All right, so let's talk about real quick. Let's talk about Britt Baker. There's some situations going on with Britt Baker as far as just a lot of wrestlers not really liking her backstage. I was told some information that a lot of people backstage were hoping the rumors of her departure are true. I actually got that from a source. I got from another source that she has many bad words and not a positive influence backstage. And so
say the words. What were the words?
I don't use profanity. I know. But actually is many bad words is what
quote. Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this Britt Baker stuff, man, she's been historically from, a lot of people backstage. She's been historically she didn't get along with people. I know that her and Mercedes Moné has some stuff too.
You think you know all the wrestling stories? There's more you haven't heard yet. Join us on Backstage Pass.
That's Russo. I mean, when you handle this type of backstage heat, or when someone isn't really liked backstage, what do you do with that?
Well, what you try to do, and EC3 can tell you, you try to get the parties in a room and shut the door and go at it and exchange blows and do whatever you're going to do. And when you walk back out that door, it's over. I mean, that's the way things were always handled, always. But again, Chris, I don't think that's Tony's Khan style of management. I think Tony wants peace. He wants everybody to get along and everybody to like each other. You're not going to have that in professional wrestling, man.
Yeah. Pray for peace, but prepare for war, right?
Wow. Yes,
I think, I don't know the extent and the disdain people may have as anonymous sources. My interactions with her, both as a performer on shows and a dentist, were always positive. So she's always been cool to me. I think there's this kind of misconception within wrestling, and maybe it's everyone's friends or everyone's buddy. And sometimes, I don't know the depths of the dislike between parties, but you could do some of the best work with people you don't really like. Mm-hmm. There's a realism to it. There's a grittiness attached to it, and you're still professionals, so it's not like you're taking liberties. Maybe a little bit. But I swear, too, at the end of that, if you went out there and conducted some good business, made some good television, good matches, promos, all that, you have a pretty deep respect, and I think those hatred wounds are healed, and it's more just kind of a professional working agreement.
Yeah, Chris, you bring up Rebecca De Mornay there. Bro, every EC3 will tell you this. Chris will tell you this. Everyone in that locker room should think they're the best.
Sure.
Britt Baker should think she's the best female in that locker room. Monet should think she's the best female in that locker room. So yeah, you're going to have those issues. Yeah. But like EC3 said, if you are a pro, you're going to make money off of those issues, man. And you are going to get in a room. Bro, I was right there making the Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett angle happen because I knew they were pros. I knew they could put it all aside and go out there and make money, man. That's what's not happening today. That's what's not happening today. Go ahead, EC3.
Yeah, I just remember they worked really well together. And I think now at this time, they're friends. But that angle was, that was a wild story. But being a fan at the time, I'm like, I had vested interest because I know it's really happening and how's it playing out. And, dude, yeah, throwing Benoit back in there with like that Kevin Sullivan match he had. Those
Oh,
dudes
yeah.
beat
Oh,
the shit,
yeah.
beat the
That's a good
ass
one.
off each other.
Yeah.
And
They were, yeah.
that was
Put
like
it all in the ring and and shoot away. Yeah.
yeah, it's like, all right, and then we had this 12 minutes. We'll settle it out there. We're gonna do this as a finish. Whatever.
Yeah.
And, dude, you can't fake authenticity.
Yep.
I think we don't do enough of. Like, we're sitting here talking about it. Fans are talking about it. There's chatter online. It maybe doesn't play to the mainstream fans, but at the same time, you get a building and 10,000 people think you really hate each other. That place is going to be electric. And then if you really don't, and you're just working, I don't know, Tony Clifton, Andy Kaufman stuff, I've been notorious for portraying real life as insane, that you can do good business and create great art.
I mean, think about this, Chris, with what EC3 said. Like, okay, bro, I made the statement from week 1 to week 2, they went down 37%. I would bet, especially with the game on Monday, they went down even further this past week. Like, I would guess. Bro, like, if I'm writing and I'm booking and I'm sitting there and I'm listening to CM Punk's promo of last week, my mind is immediately going to, we got to have Hulk back next week to see what Hulk has to say about CM Punk. Bro, it's that simple. It's that simple. You make that one phone call, you make that happen, you're going to turn that show around on a dime. Yeah. But they pass by these opportunities and give you the same old, man.
There was a lot of vested interest in the Rollins-Punk match. And they had the promo beforehand where they're buzzword and fourth wall break-in, insider term kind of stuff that really got a lot of attention. But then the match they worked was great. And it was realistic and it had that grit to it. And you didn't know who was going to win. And then even looking at feedback on it, it's like, oh, Punk must be really mad with the way he hit this go to sleep on him. Like, those dudes are working, and they're working very, very well. So, but we're interested because we don't. Is it? I don't know. If you don't know, like, it's cool.